Remember, the truth has been reported to you time and time again, and you refuse to listen. Don't do that anymore. National state of emergency. Where are you? Where do you live? What do you give? Rights, fights, flights. Constitutional existence is gone. From up above, you are seen as a pawn. True freedom is the spirituality. Be careful. Was told to you 20 years ago. Turn on the light. Shine bright.
There's already a design in place to control the human race. And if I say too much, it's me they will erase. So fix your face, it's time to fix your situation. Cause too much time is wasted on. So please take control and glorify your soul. Double purity and spirituality is the only guarantee to be saved and free. And what they will do is create a police state. And some will say that it's already too late. So what can we debate? Don't you know your right to vote can go away? And it can be amended if we know one day. So who's to say or who's to know that aliens haven't been there since the pyramid Joe? But what I wanna know is why do you trust them so when they hate us so? And we'll never say sorry. You keep on treating us just like basic authority. Who are we? The original that's been mixed. Plus we've been violently mistreated by the 666.
How can we really see when our eyes are blinded to what we really need? They control our minds. How can we really see when our eyes are blinded to what we really need? They control our minds.
Oh man, running a little late tonight, but that's okay. It's Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology, episode 192. How are you? How did you guys do with the Virgo full moon early this morning? Okay, it was bright last night. We put out the crystals, the moon water, which I got to bring in and drink. But it's okay if you get the sun water too. And it's Pisces season. 6 degrees Pisces today. The moon is still in Virgo. Happy birthday, Pisces. We're talking about Pisces the fish. Mainly the sun sign, but we're going to get into the complexities of it, the deep mysteries. I don't know if you're aware, and a lot of you do know, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces are only 3 signs with really the true rulers. Scorpio's Mars and Pluto, Aquarius, Saturn, Uranus, and the Pisces, the Jupiter, Neptune. Okay. And, you know, in astrology, when you're looking for the chart ruler, you want to look at the traditional planet. So Pisces is Jupiter. Okay. Sagittarius is more the dogmatic side of Jupiter, and Pisces is more the enlightened spiritual side. Not one is not better than the other, just a little different. But Pisces is the 12th sign, the mutable water sign. And hello to all you guys in the chat. We'll be coming to you soon. But Pisces, the fish, it's associated with the 12th house. Never equate the signs with the house. Some of the definitions do overlap, but it's never exactly the same. Okay. So you want to be aware and understand that, you know, Pisces is separate from the 12th house, right? But Pisces, the fish, you know, these people are very spiritual, creative, vast imaginations, confusion, fog, illusion, delusion, right? I got my cousin, I got my wife. You got Queen Latifah, Stephen Curry, Sigmund Freud, Erica Badu, Common. There's Method Man. There's so many Pisces. I think, was Bruce Willis a Pisces? No, maybe Demi Moore's the Pisces Rising. Maybe Bruce Willis is the Aries. but there's a lot of Pisces energy in people. And obviously, my Pisces birth chart sale is rocking, and that's for the sun, moon, and risings. Okay. And so we're talking about the 65 minutes over Zoom, $101 for the natal chart, solar return, or secondary progression. And then the big shebang, which I really enjoy when people book it because it's really unique and you don't get this from any other astrologer. It's a 40 to 50-minute custom video summary, which is a mini movie of your life. And you get audio transit recording of current and future transits, going to the Pluto Aquarius and also Neptune and Saturn and Pisces to 2026, but even entering the Aries, the Uranus and Taurus, going to Gemini. So I get into it all in the audio transits. And then with both services, you also receive videos of your planetary placements. So it's like a full meal. That's normally $260. It's only $200, Pisces. So the sales and my new service, the Black Moon Love and Chiron, you got to just email me directly, bigeastrology@gmail.com. Did any of you guys on here receive the newsletter? Comment down below if you got it and you enjoyed it. If you haven't, let me know that you want to get it. Number one, you go sign up at bigeastrology.com so you can sign up for the newsletter. But also, you can it's already out, so you can email me at bigeastrology@gmail.com to let me know that you'd like to receive it. I gave you some helpful tips in there, some information about my new services and sale, but definitely gave you some insight on how to kind of rock with it and lean with it with the Pluto Aquarius energy. Okay. It's, a 20-year transit. Okay. So what else can I say? But let's celebrate Pisces by getting some deep, dark, mysterious information from my Pisces.
Well,
Her
hello.
birthday's coming up on Monday, the Pisces. We got
Yes.
nice plans for her.
Okay, let's see who we got on. We have
Yep.
Rose here.
Hi, Rose.
We
She's a
have
Pisces.
Jacqueline.
Hey, Jacqueline.
And Yvette.
What's up?
And
Yvette.
Javanka.
Hey, Javanka.
And Paxton Howard. Is that
Paxton?
What's
no? He's an OG. I mean, he may be new to it live. He's been on before, but he's an old client. What's up, Paxton? How you doing, my brother?
Thank you for the happy birthday.
Yeah. Yes.
And we have Lisa Brady here.
Hey, Lisa Brady, another Pisces. She'll be coming on soon as a guest, getting into that Pisces moon energy and just the Pisces energy as well.
We had quite the afternoon.
Yeah, you want to tell them?
We went and visited with a group. They are an international group known as Connecting Consciousness. And you can Google them and look them up. And if there's people that resonate with you, but they are a group of people from all over the world who their whole purpose is to raise the consciousness of everybody. Because right now, more than ever, positivity and raising that consciousness is what we need to be doing.
Vibrations.
That's a very Pisces thing.
Yes, vibrations and frequency.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. As a Pisces, right, we're kind of jump right into it. Do you feel that you daydream more or do you night dream more? This is like interviewing a Pisces. That's what we're doing tonight, right?
So I definitely, I dream all night long. I don't necessarily remember it. I need to start taking steps to remember. She's
got to listen to her husband, but I teach my clients.
And I daydream all the time. Yeah. Although I'm getting better. I'm calling myself down and in, because I have been told that it is very important for me to begin grounding.
Yeah. Well,
I've got to.
Everybody does.
Connect to the ground.
Water signs and specifically Pisces, you guys need to get grounded, especially right now, still with having, Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. Jupiter's there to May 25th. It is important, but for all of us, right? We are spiritual beings having a physical 3D experience, even though the collective is in the 5D now. we still have to kind of be present in our physical bodies and ground into the earth, ground into nature, connect to the Schumann resonance. It's highly, highly important and powerful for you. Okay.
And Yvette liked the newsletter. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvette. I'm so
I
glad
love
you got it and
that.
enjoyed it. Yeah, she was the designer, but you guys just let me know the isms, the tips with the Pluto and Aquarius. It's really cool.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, just go to bigeastrology.com and you can sign up for it if you haven't already.
And, gosh, we're just doing this.
Well, no, because I was going to tell them, because if they just sign up, it's not like it automatically goes out. So you can also email me directly to say, hey, I'd like to see the newsletter, and then I'll get it to you, bigeastrology@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just going to say, I wanted to we did an little post on Aquarius and Pluto and Aquarius.
Pluto and Aquarius.
And I really wanted to not only list like the different things that would be doing, but ways that you can integrate it into your life. And if you have ideas and different thoughts, let's, share what you're doing to really embrace this new energy that's really allowing us all to have an opportunity for like growth and change and whatnot. So Javanka has to sign up. Yes, girl, just go right on the website, bigeastrology.com. We worked only 17 months to make it.
It took forever, but
process ever.
I'm very proud of it. It is a good website. And yes, please, and you guys can book services there. Aww. But for the Pisces birth chart sale and the Chiron Lilith, you got to email me directly for that service.
Jennifer Beaster's here.
Hey Jennifer. What's up,
and
lady?
Thank you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, she's having her big birthday. So it's so cool, right? And I told her, I said, I'm going to do her solar return chart, but I want her to actually do it as if she's a client. And like for her to be in another room, I want her to log in and do the Zoom.
We're going to role play.
Because I think she needs that, because she won't take it serious and take the time to do it unless I do it as if she is a real client, but I want her to see how the energy in the chart shows for her solar return, how it's going to play out this year of life. Solar returns, you guys, are a really nice birthday gift to yourself. You know what I mean? Even if you've already had a natal chart reading with me, you could quite literally get a solar return chart every year, And if it's something that you are interested in doing, I can definitely create a little discount package. If you're like, well, I've done the chart reading, but I'd like to do a yearly solar return. Oh, I will definitely give you a discount, because it's something that it's cool, right? For me, it's repeat business, but let's keep it real. It's all for you, because you get the exact tools and insights of how the energy will quite literally play out for you this year of your life. And it's really fascinating. And then for you Pisces, also the secondary progression is helpful, right? You may now be vibrating as a Taurus and not the Pisces. Depending on your age, you could be the Aries. Or if you get into the OGs, you could be a Gemini. You know what I mean? So, okay, you daydream more.
Definitely.
So another question with Pisces, do you find it's easier for you to connect to this spiritual realm?
Sweet. Oh my God.
What'd she say?
She sent a super chat.
Oh,
so kind. Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Do you feel that you connect more in the spiritual realm easier? And then when you kind of come back, how long do you feel it takes you to integrate back to the conscious now?
I've been like this my whole life, and I don't know if it's every Pisces. I know it's me.
All these Pisces.
Hey, Evelyn.
What's up, Ev?
I daydream, but I also, oh my God, it sounds weird to say it, but in my head, let's just own it. I talk to like spirits all the time. And I don't even necessarily know what spirits they are. They just, I just have these different conversations. I'm talking to myself all the time. The kids will hear me. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, ooh,
Well, I think you
but
talk to God.
I do,
I mean, I
no.
wouldn't
When I
just say
say I talk to,
spirits. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that because that makes me sound a little woo woo, but I'm not. I know what I'm doing. So it's like I have always had a very close relationship with God and with just energy that protects me.
Yeah.
And
Guardian angels, spirit
my guardian
guides.
angels,
Yeah.
whatever they are. My goal right now is to be more seeing. I feel, I hear, but I don't see. So that's something that I'm working on. I
Well,
don't know if that's a
let me
Pisces
let me
thing.
ask you this, because yes, one thing Pisces deal with, right, and you don't like that word, but they deal with fog,
I'm foggy all the time.
confusion, illusion, delusion,
Delusion.
and deception. And one thing I noticed when we first got married, me being the Virgo that I am and the Cat Moon,
Oh, he's
she
about to tell me something I haven't
no,
even heard.
she I found her to be extremely a lot of Pisces are like this, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You guys are like, I always go to True Blood, Suki Stackhouse, like fairy
Oh yeah,
blood.
yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
so the Pisces can be very idealistic and unrealistic. And so she feels the world should be a certain way
I do.
and everybody should do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. So she's very naive. And I find that with a lot of Pisces energy, not saying all, so don't come at me for any Pisces that are like, no, I ain't naive. Well, maybe you are if you're getting that, caught up in it and defending it. But Pisces, there's the purity, it's unconditional love, right? I will say when you are loved by a Pisces, it is just, it is so compassionate, empathetic, so warm and trusting. But would you say that you were very pure, innocent, and naive?
Well, I not only, yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm taking my name tag off from our meeting this afternoon.
Yeah.
We had just a really lovely time meeting some really wonderful people. Um, I am not only, I'm proud to be naive, and that might sound, and mind you, I don't mean to be stupid. I don't mean it like that, and I don't think naive to, but I like the fact that I will come at you with my heart, and
The
it's a
purity,
hard
yeah.
way to live sometimes because I know I open myself up to pains that can come because I can get easily hurt by people. But I've always told myself every time I do get hurt, don't let them harden you. The moment you let them harden you, you're losing. And so you just have to share the love and know that your love did something, even if it ended up hurting you. As long as I don't become unloving, I've put it in the world the way I was supposed to. So I don't know if all
Yeah.
Pisces are like that.
Well,
Y'all
I'll
can
say
let me
this.
know.
Yes, you'll experience this with a lot of Pisces. I think you're going to feel it more, you guys. And she's in the first deacon with the Pisces deacon,
Mhm.
right? When we get to like 10 degrees, which is around March, 1st, you're going to start to have the Pisces Cancer deacon. So the energy shifts a little.
So we got a couple comments
Yeah.
here, but we're going to go to Yvette first because she came in first. Is she wants to talk about the South Node, and you were talking about the South Node in Pisces? Yeah, in Pisces.
Yeah, South Node and Pisces. Well, I'll say this though. Talking about that love and the unconditional love, that's also you guys are going to see in Pisces Venus, where it's exalted. I think Venus and Pisces, and you guys, hopefully you guys voted in my poll. I think that is one of the most beautiful energies for Pisces. Now, obviously, Pisces does good in the sun. It does extremely well in Jupiter, Neptune, and Venus. Obviously, in the moon with the psychic ability, music, creativity. And we'll talk about that with Lisa Brady when she comes back on the show because she's the Pisces sun and moon. But Alana is a Pisces sun and Mercury. And Mercury can be a little bit more challenging, right? Because Pisces are not logical, linear, analytical thinkers. Like they don't know anything about that. Like, you know what I mean? That's a Virgo Gemini thing. For her, that's like, huh, what? But Pisces, their way of dispensing and processing language is more in the spiritual realm, in the ethers. So they actually get more of a divine intelligence, and I think they have the higher EQ. And so, yes, Pisces Mercury can have speech impediments. They can have learning disabilities. They can have dyslexia. She dealt with that. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that they're not extremely intelligent. It just means that they don't analyze,
Our
assess,
brains
and
work
process
different.
in a linear, logical way. So it's really fascinating, and I see it every day, right? And I joke with her, but it's also a fascinating study for me as an astrologer because it's opposing me, right? My Mercury's in Virgo, her Mercury is in Pisces. So where I'm a very creative human, but she is super more creative than me in so many ways. You know, the ways that I'm creative, like, you know, most people can't even, you know, dance with me. But her creativity, like her ability with the graphics and create, and she writes amazing poetry. When I first started dating her, oh my gosh, she was kind of a hot thing on MySpace, and I put her number one when we started dating. But her poetry was really deep and profound, and I was like, wow. I was really impressed. She had, you know, poetry all over her MySpace and had it decorated all, you know, girly like and stuff. It was cute, but
Girly like and things.
yeah.
Squishy.
It was, you know, and it's just funny for me, you know what I mean? But I think the Pisces. Well, you get to the other comments, and I'm
Yeah.
going to get to the Pisces South Node in a minute.
Oh, well, I thought you were already talking on that.
No.
Well, hurry up and talk on it. Let's
Well,
talk.
no. I mean, the Pisces South Node. I mean, we're not really talking about that tonight, but I'll say this: you know, when your North Node is in Virgo and the South Node's in Pisces, either or reverse, it can be really challenging energies. But when you have the South Node in Pisces, you're coming in from a past life of already and the gift, skills, and talents in your first 30 years, especially those, you know, first early 15, 18, you're going to be extremely tapped into the spiritual realm, extremely creative and imaginative. And you can quite literally be someone that daydreams a lot. You can be that child that maybe astral travels really early. You can, you know, be around spirits or ghosts or ancestors early on. So the Pisces South Node is really interesting placement. It can be challenging, I think, to have it as a child if you don't have the right parents. I could imagine, you know what I mean? I don't have it, but I have the Pisces North Node. So that's my connection to her, right? So when you have the Pisces North Node, matures between 42 and 48 years old, and you're quite literally going to see Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising people coming into your life to help support you in your journey. And so I married a Pisces.
So Lisa Brady, yes, I was the hot thing on MySpace. Honey, I used to work all the code and do all kinds of stuff. But Evelyn said that she had a friend who was a Pisces friend who was very religious, and she thinks that astrology and any divination is evil. And he can tell you more on, you know, the
it's the Jupiter. They can be very dogmatic, even though Sag is more dogmatic. Pisces can, you know, it depends on how they're raised. You know what I mean? They can be very religious and dogmatic too.
well, and
you
that's
know?
what I was going to say. And I think it comes to the fact that we really believe that things should be the way they should be.
Yeah.
And so being very religious, regardless of what it is, it gives you a sense of order and it gives you something to connect to and ground. And I think we search for that in general. And you know, he always talks about high vibrating Pisces and low, or for all signs, and low vibrating Pisces. And as I had a best friend who had the same exact birthday, and she and I were night and day, and we had a great time because I was so fascinated by her energy. But like, she was the girl who would beat your, and just like, she was like, where I would, you know, she could just, you know, and she was so powerful, so strong. And I like really, it was something that I really was fascinated by. But when I look back on it, thinking about grounding and needing that structure, what I think is like, she could get really grounded through a boy or through a group or different things. You know, I grew up in Southern California, so there was a lot of gangs. So it was like some stuff in that realm. And it was grounding through that. I always grounded through the more spiritual stuff. And I did go through a time where I was very, very religious in a more dogmatic fashion. I became very judgmental. I mean, I probably still am judgmental, to be quite frank. I'm trying to be a recovering judgmental person. But yeah, I think for Pisces,
let me
we can
explain
be
that,
way.
though.
But it's because we want the world to be right, and we
Well,
want
but
people to
for
act right.
her, she's like the double Jupiter, right? She's the Taurus rising, but she's the Sag moon and the Pisces sun. So it's Jupiter, Jupiter, but it's yin yang of the Jupiter. And so that's where she can be, you know, that moon, Sag moon is definitely more dogmatic. But also, Jupiter is connected still with the wisdom beliefs and the law, the guru shaman. So Jupiter is about, especially the Sag and the Pisces, it's to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. So that's where the judgment comes from. It's not malicious. You know, like for her, she's very idealistic. She feels the world like, don't litter, don't throw trash out your car window, bad person. Right? She doesn't
I
like
actually
that.
yelled at people when I was a child.
She's a
for
little
that.
girl. Yeah, she would yell at
Right
people.
there on Sunset Highway in Long Island. Um, so Javanka, you said that you think you've heard that Pisces is one of the top 3 to get really, really angry. Yeah. Okay. Like when I lose it, I lose it.
Well, because of the escapism and the strong beliefs, right? You got to understand Jupiter is about the law and the beliefs. It can be very righteous. So
And
yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's interesting. Like I get very, like, even with my kids, and because I have like a past history of dealing with a narcissistic person and whatever in my life, if those kids even try to manipulate me, I will lose it like they are 250-pound men. I'm like, no, don't try me. You're not twisting my head up. But no, but yeah, so maybe we are. I don't know. Would you say that that's true?
Yeah, it is a stereotype, but it is one of those character traits that I've seen play out with Pisces. Pisces men and women are very different, but the one thing that they have in common, they have this old grandma, grandpa energy around them. Pisces are like very old souls because you've been, it's the end of the road. You've
Oh,
been,
child, I done been and seen
yeah.
that.
Well, you've really been. Pisces holds every sign in it. Okay, so that's the thing that you have to understand. The 12th house, remember, you don't always associate it, but, and also, just so you guys know, Pisces does rule the feet, right? And it's gonna, connect you, with the endocrine system and different things like that. But Pisces is the feet and the toenails. So sometimes Pisces can have a lot of issues with their feet. So Pisces, take care of your feet and massage them, love on them, bubble bath them.
On my feet.
Yeah. Not everybody's got feet like me
Oh,
that
he's got the most
when
pristine,
when
most
you
beautiful
when you
feet.
almost die in the hospital and the nurses are like, Mr. Taylor, you got some really nice feet.
So Dr. Nona K is here.
Hey, welcome,
And
Dr. Noni K.
haven't we met her before?
No, I don't think
We
so.
haven't met you before.
Share your
Okay,
big
so,
3,
well,
Sun, Moon,
she
Rising.
may have. She
Okay.
says, can you talk about Leo Sun, Pisces Ascendant, and that's rising, and then Cancer Moon. So she's giving us her big 3 right there.
There you go.
She's on tip. She's on point. She's
well,
you
if
know.
you're the Pisces Ascendant, that's what my mom had. So I understand. And definitely reach out if you want to take advantage of the Pisces birth chart sale. It's $101, 65 minutes live on Zoom. You won't regret it. It will really be a huge change in your life. But when you have the Pisces ascendant, right, that Cancer is going to be in the 5th house and the Leo in the 6th. So one thing about the health, you got to watch out for your back and your heart. So Pisces risings, they definitely want to make sure that they're getting that movement of the physical body. When you have a fire sign in your 2nd and 6th house for health, you want solar food. You need, even if you work at a desk, you need to set the timer every 20, 15 minutes, get up, move. You got to move your body, move your body, right? And with the Cancer in the 5th house, you can be very nurturing and caring over your children, Pisces risings. And quite literally can be a school teacher like my mother. She taught second for 2 years, and then fifth grade for like 35 years. She taught for like 37 years. So, Pisces risings can be really good teachers. They're very creative, but oh my God, they see the lens of the world through real fog and illusion. And I lived on 95th between Columbus and Amsterdam, New York City. Just walking to the grocery store on Columbus between 95th and 94th, oh my God, it was literally like a 30-minute walk that would take 4 to 5 minutes because my mom had to pet every dog. She had to say hi to every neighbor. And I'm like the 10, 11-year-old kid, like, oh my God, Mom, please, like, can we just stop? But that's how sweet she was. And the Pisces moon. Like everyone knew my mom in the neighborhood, and she spoke to everybody, pet the dogs, say hi to this one, that one. And, and now looking back on it, I'm like, wow, my mom was so amazing. But 10, 11-year-old boy, you're just like, oh my gosh, please, Mom. But that's the magic. Pisces, I salute you. And, Dr. What is it? Dr. No?
Dr. Nona K.
Nona K. I like that. But that's, what I mean? You have little fairy magic dust. And if you ever watch True Blood, then you would know, the reference to, Pisces risings even more than the sun and moon, definitely Suki Stackhouse. People, you got to watch out for the vampires. They'll try to suck your blood. Okay. Because you guys are really so pure and so naive. I think Pisces risings may be even more naive than the sun and moons, if you want to know the truth. Okay. But Pisces is just a beautiful energy. Another thing that people don't know about Pisces, they do know this, but you have to be careful because there's a lot of self-brooding and a lot of escapism. Pisces, more than the Cancer and Scorpio, can be self-abusive with the alcohol and drug abuse. Sometimes the men more than the women, but ladies, you guys can go through it too. And so the escapism, yeah, she likes to kind of go up into the ether spiritually, but sometimes the Pisces energy can escape by quite literally the pharmaceuticals, the opioids, the drugs, the alcohol, you know what I mean? So they have to be very careful because they're kind of already just born like high. So when you get extra high or drunk, ooh, Pisces can be like when she gets a little tipsy and stuff. Oh my God, she is so loud. It is crazy. She's really funny though, but she is so loud. You're like, oh my God, look at her. Sometimes I watch her and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she don't even realize. You know what I mean? It's
But
cute.
we have a good old time.
Oh no, she's super funny. I mean, she's funny all the time. And that's another thing too. Pisces, the men and women, gotta say it, you guys are funny. The mutable signs are very funny. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. I think the mutable signs, I think that duality and that yin yang and that, kind of they can be some of the funniest people. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, Capricorn, Cancer, a lot of people are funny, but the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces, extremely, extremely funny.
So okay. What was it? Let's see. Evelyn, I think she's afraid of her spiritual abilities. I'm not sure if you're talking about.
Yeah, she's talking about our friend.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, they can be, and that can also scare them because think about it, right? The church has programmed and brainwashed us to think all these things and this and that. That's a sin, and yoga's a sin, crystals are a sin. But it's like the same crystals that people say is a sin is the same thing that runs your smart TV and your cell phone. So then Christians can't be like, oh, don't use crystals, but use your cell phone. You understand? It's hypocrisy. It's silliness. And, and I'm going to tell you, because I'm not knocking, I'm still a Christian, but for myself, I never did yoga because I was taught as a Christian that it was a sin. The first time Eric did yoga was during the pandemic with my family yoga. And I got to tell you, I was blown away. Number one, it's actually a pretty solid workout for core strength building, but it was great. And I felt so spiritually, like we felt magical, right?
Mm-hmm. No,
it was beautiful. And for me, 2020, I mean, you're talking about when I turned 50 years old, but I was told that yoga was a sin and it's not, you guys. Okay. So,
well, I think it's important that this is about shedding the things that restrict us and moving toward freedom. Dr. Nona K, thank you so much.
What'd she
I
say?
am very thankful. No, she gave us a super chat.
Oh, thank you so much. I
And,
appreciate you.
Mary, when all
Hey.
of her best friends are Pisces. That's right,
Okay.
girl. You must have some very good taste. Javanka Edgar Casey was a Pisces. Yes,
Oh,
that's right,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And an amazing psychic medium and healer. He documented his readings, and he was super religious too.
Yeah. And Sigmund Freud, right? Towards the end, he got really religious, I think, and definitely was a Pisces. There's so many amazing, creatives and just all types of people that are Pisces. It's really a powerful energy. Now, another thing about Pisces. Now, I think we'd have to check in with the Pisces sun and moons, Javanka and Lisa, but one thing I know about my Pisces, she loves anything that's dealing with the mysteries of the world and death and spiritual realm. She will watch a documentary, Dateline, anything. And I got to tell you, right when we first got married, it was a little scary because she was watching Snapped. And this is when the
Who
women,
didn't love Snap?
when women lose it and kill their men and their families. And I'm like, we just got married and we barely knew each
I
other.
just let him know, don't get out of line.
And I was just like, did
That's
I just
okay.
marry
No, you married a very wise
crazy,
person, but don't get out of line.
a crazy chick? Like, you know what I mean? It was really
so-
funny. So Pisces can really get into those mysteries, the illusion, all the. It's not even like the secrets of the world. That's more Scorpio, but it's like the death and the spiritual stuff.
Yeah, I just find it fascinating. But I didn't think that was a Pisces thing. I just thought it was a weird me thing. So Dr. Nona K said, what is your view on Leo sun, Pisces ascendant, and Cancer moon?
Yeah, I just already talked about it.
Wait, is that the same one?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Cancer
Let's
5th
see.
house, Leo 6. I already broke it down.
Lisa Brady had a strict upbringing, Catholic upbringing.
Yeah.
Tanya, good game. Nice to see you, girl.
Hey.
That's our friend.
What's up, Tanya?
We love her.
Yep.
You broke her foot and it never recovered fully. So what's
Who
my
did?
Pisces moon situation? Javanka.
Oh.
When did that happen? We have to figure it out.
Pisces
that's
moon.
not new.
Well, let me say this about the Pisces energy in general. I mean, we're focusing on the sun tonight, but Pisces sun, moon, and risings are very tuned into music, right? Pisces moon, you're talking about Prince, Michael Jackson, Kanye West, Jhené Aiko. Pisces moons, but Pisces, she loves music. And remember I told you a few episodes ago, if you guys have watched, I was telling you about, like, with me and how my Virgo Mercury works. Well, the Pisces Mercury, she can remember the lyrics to songs way better than me. And I'm talking hip hop, I'm talking anything, R&B. Like, we'll be singing in the car and I'll know 85% of the song. She knows like 99, 100% of it. Like, she's just like boom, boom, boom. And like, so it's just like all trapped up in there. Now, she won't remember her birthdays and this and that, but it's the music, you understand? So Pisces is it vibrates. I think it's the Neptune. Neptune is super creative and it taps in, right, through the water, right? Sound frequency, right, you guys? So Pisces is really tapped into music. My mother loved music. She was the Pisces rising, Pisces moon. And I know with you, Javanka and Lisa, you guys are really into music too. Pisces are really, and let me tell you guys something. If you have Pisces in the 4th house or 6th house, but even if you're a Pisces sun, moon, rising, you need the music. Even if it's instrumental, it can help you with creativity and concentration. But you also need the water feature. Looking visually or hearing water, it can also calm you and help you tap in spiritually. Pisces needs water. I think I would be honest and say even more than the Cancers and Scorpio. Okay, because Pisces is like the deep oceans, right? Cancer is like the still, calm lake. And then Scorpio is like that, like, the river and like no, Cancer is like more like the pond and the stream. Scorpio is like the river and the deep, dark lake with like all this stuff in it. And Pisces is like the vast ocean. Okay.
So did you already comment on Javanka's foot being broken?
Well, no, that's
stuff.
Pisces. Yeah, no, it is, and especially the moon, because what is the moon? Your body, health, intuition, the family you create, your mother, your emotional mind, your intuition. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Risings, they can all have foot issues. My mother broke her ankle. That was the Mars in Aquarius in her 12th house, but it also affected her foot. She was, she got older. She had a lot of inflammation in her feet. So that can happen with Pisces placements, especially Sun, Moon, Rising. So that's why it's important. The foot massage, taking care of the feet, taking the sea salt, Epsom salt baths, all that stuff. Okay. But music therapy is really big for Pisces, right? I tell her all the time because sometimes she gets either annoyed or frustrated, in terms of like coming up with ideas for meals or cooking. But I tell her, play
Put on
the
some music and get in the kitchen and cook.
basically. No, but the funny thing is, no, it's so funny because every once in a blue moon she will turn on the music, and when she does, she's happier and she enjoys it. She just doesn't remember to do it. So really she needs to do it more, because when she puts on the music, then it becomes an experience. Because like I hardly ever cook, but when I do, you would ask the boys, right? I put on the music and I make it like and then it's like, then it's fun. Like, then it's not a
But I
chore.
don't see, and here's the thing: I don't.
Well, she loves to
mind
cook
cooking.
because
I actually really enjoy.
I mean,
cooking,
she's
so
a great cook.
I always put love into our food. Like,
Yes.
let's not get that twisted.
Yeah, the Taurus rising. She's yeah. That's a gift the Taurus risings have. And each ascendant has a whole, multitude of gifts. But just so you guys know, the seventh house in astrology is associated
Mary's
with the
having
kitchen.
her reading with you next week. When should I expect the Zoom link?
The
Usually he
night
sends it the
before.
night before.
Yeah, send it the night before. Yeah, no, Mary, I'm excited.
Okay, that's why I'm moving the body to almost exhausting. So Nona K, and moving technical dancing. So let's see. Javanka, she thinks Pisces can get attention deficit disorder. I think it's hard to concentrate when cleaning. Is that a Pisces thing? Girl, I can never concentrate.
I mean, Pisces, I'll tell you this.
My mind is many places at one time.
Well, but I'll tell you this, what I notice about Pisces, when they are in the creative mode, they can really concentrate better and more. Like when she's creating, when she's making her products for, the collective, and she's doing that, like she gets in such a zone and she just can go. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that's really cool to watch. Like Pisces, they're really creative. I've had a bunch of good Pisces guy friends in my life, and they were all like super creative. Like one of them works for Apple. The other one, he was like a musician and artist. He passed away. He unfortunately dealt with all that Pisces escapism, and it just broke my heart. He was just the sweetest guy. But another thing that I noticed about Pisces, they are, remember the Jupiter, natural teachers. Now, they don't necessarily want to be in a classroom teaching, but they like to teach in life because remember, the beliefs, the philosophies, this is the right way to do things. That's the Jupiter. It's the natural guru, shaman, teacher, preacher, professor. And that's her. You know what I mean? She, wants to instill the right way to go about doing something. And so Pisces has that natural teacher energy. Now they much rather just, feel like just read my mind and mental telepathy things. But they actually, when they slow down and stop and pause, they can be really, really good educators and good teachers too.
So Javanka says Pisces can be messy, but not intentional.
Oh yeah,
you mean
Pisces
like
are
messy, like reality TV star messy?
no,
Or you
no.
mean messy like my desk is a mess?
Yes,
What you
like
talking
your
about,
desk,
Javanka?
your sink. Yeah. Very Pisces are very messy because that's the two fish going two different ways. And for example, I have to use this to call her phone about 20 times a day because Pisces is two different directions. Plus, she's left-handed, and so there's the confusion. Like she'll walk out of a room, and while and this is the thing with all Jupiter placements, it's more with Sag, but I've seen it with Pisces too. She will
I have a lot on my mind.
walk and talk, but then she doesn't like take her phone with her. Like, so she'll place it down, forget where she places it, and then she's walking and talking and going off. And I'm like, and sometimes for me, I'm just like, she just walked away from her phone. She's gonna need it in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's really funny because, like, yeah, it's a different thing. But yeah, there's a lot of moving when they talk, Pisces and Sag. But definitely, I think it's a Jupiter thing. Jupiter's expansion. She's got a good way, and this is something I give Pisces a lot of credit for. Perspective. They have a good way of zooming out, right? Expansion to take, now they don't always like to take both sides because they always think they're right. Pisces are like, they can, on a low, Pisces can be
We
like,
are right most of the time.
yeah, they're very intuitive and psychic, but they can be like dictators. You know what I mean?
Because we're right.
Yeah. And so, and it's really like,
it's not that I'm trying to dictate you. I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah, it's really funny. I mean, it doesn't really work so much with a Virgo, but you know what I mean? It's one of those things where I think it's challenging, I think sometimes for the boys and stuff. But the thing is that she's so intuitive. So her perception of people and stuff is like right on.
Well,
You know what I
because
mean? She's really good with
a
that.
lot of times I tag into that shadow side of you that you don't want anybody else to see, and I see
And
it,
what's unspoken.
and then I begin to call it, and you're like, no, not me, and I'm like, who you talking to? Wait a minute, I see your darkness, you little freaking demon.
But no, she's good at like seeing what's unspoken.
No, but like,
Yeah.
I know,
That's funny.
I have a very, like, I feel so often when things are just off.
Yeah, she really does.
I don't, and I just,
And I like seeing it in action because I mean, for me, honestly, being a professional intuitive astrologer, honestly, like my mother-in-law, before that, my mom, my wife, my 4 sons, they are all just really a multitude of different placements and learning tools for me. You know what I mean? So like for me, I pay attention. They don't even realize sometimes, but I pay attention to every aspect of their lives because I know their birth charts. So it's like I'm paying attention and understanding quite literally, you know what I mean? Their, like, how their Mars goes, their Venus, their Mercury. Like it's really fascinating. And I think it gives me a great perspective for doing your children's birth charts, and which is something I highly recommend for any of you guys that have kids, because it does make you a better parent when you understand how your children perceive you is really deep, and this understanding their moon, right? How they deal with their emotions. Any other questions or comments before we go?
Okay. Oh no, I just go ahead.
Not a comment.
Oh, don't let me stop you.
No, read the comments.
Oh, okay. Where am I? Oh, okay.
In a state of confusion.
Anyways, they're just small comments. We're talking a little bit about yoga, and Eric, you look like you are a yogi.
Thank you.
Evelyn, she loves Snap. I love Snap too, but I'm gonna be real. I haven't watched it in a long time. I've gotten much more into documentaries about cult leaders. That's much more.
Okay, wait, can I tell you, you guys, like, this is what's so great. We are very, very different human beings, right? It's like Sag, Moon, Capricorn Moon.
I look at that and I'm like, I could do that.
Pisces Sun, Virgo Sun. But we come together and we connect on how we connect, and we watch, you know what I mean? But like, she's got her TV, I got my TV. Now, we don't really watch regular television. I mainly watch sports, and she watches like the mysterious death shows.
No,
but
I watch other things too.
No, she watches a lot of but she's always she will watch.
I did just watch the documentary about the French alien cult leader guy.
Oh my God!
But he wasn't really a cult leader.
But she is usually, when she's watching, it's like her downtime, and she will still work when she watches, and that's how I am. Even when I'm watching sports, I'm still working.
I need to unplug here and there. But I like a lot of I like a lot of them more. Like right now, there's all these kind of I don't know. There's just weird stuff on TV that speak to me. Um, it speaks to me. It's not my fault. It starts. Javanka likes Snap too. Javanka, I knew you liked Snap. The Catholic Church they're against everything. Like the Catholic Church is against everything, which is really weird because they do a lot of stuff.
And the Pope wears the fish thing.
They're against a lot of things, but they do a lot of things.
Yeah. I don't want to talk bad about any religion.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry,
but
because there are good people in all things. Let's see, Evelyn. That's funny about my friend. She's religious, but would watch stuff. I'm not like into horror shows, and it's hypocrisy. Yeah, true that. Okay, so Trill Wallets.
Ooh, what's up, Trill Wallace? You got some dough for me?
Hey, Trill Wallets. Do we know you? Have we
No,
met him?
Trill Wallace is new.
So let's see.
What's your sun,
Libra
moon, rising?
Oh, he's on it. He's
Yep.
on it. Libra sun. I hope you haven't been waiting too long. We're going to get to you now.
Libra sun and what else?
Libra sun, 11th Virgo moon.
Okay.
And 10 Sagittarius rising, first house. Well, rising and first house, same thing, right? Okay. There we go. So
why do you
Libra
say
sun,
10 Sagittarius rising?
Well, that's what he said.
No, he's saying 10 with the Virgo. Okay, yeah, Sagittarius. Okay.
Did I read it wrong?
A little bit, but it's okay. So
I'm sorry, he's the astrologer. I'm not.
Yeah, because if Sag is here, the square is Virgo. Virgo's the 10th house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Libra's the 11th.
Well,
Scorpio
it says
12th.
moon and then 10.
Yeah.
Virgo moon 10.
That's what. Yeah. It was just the way.
Anyways, break it down for him, please.
No. That's really cool. Sag risings. My mother-in-law's a Sag rising. I know many clients Sag risings. That Virgo moon in the 10th house. I wonder if you work in the medical field, nutrition, maybe accounting. I mean, Virgo moons can do a lot of things well.
I can't find my phone.
Very analytical, critical thinking, but of service to the collective. And if you have the moon in the 10th house, it makes me think that maybe mom was more of the disciplinarian. Mom may have played the role of dad in your life, and the Libra sun in the 11th house. Libra sun in the 11th house is actually a good placement for wealth, and it's going to be through the lens of relationships and connecting to groups, organizations, and your social network. Okay. But holla at your boy and book a chart reading. And hey, and all you guys should come to Coffee Talk, meet some of these great people and hang out with me. My 11th house crew, Evelyn and Javanka regulars and so many people. And we have a lot of fun. Not sure. So, okay, Jupiter goes into Gemini May 25th. So I may wait to the May Coffee Talk, the third week of May, to do that. But this month I may. Oh, you know what I thought about? I had a dream about the other night, you guys. Let me know if you'd be interested in this. I was thinking about breaking down the birth chart of 9/11. That may be real fun for Coffee Talk. Let me know. Give me some fire emojis or thumbs up if you'd like to come to a Coffee Talk where we break down the birth chart of 9/11. We'd have to start it at the first plane. I was there. New York. So, and I dreamt about it 2 years before it happened. Got to make it happen when you're born in Manhattan. But yeah, that was heavy. So I may do that. I'm throwing that around. So I may throw out a poll question for 5 different topics, and you guys go vote in community. I'll actually put that up tonight after the show. But make sure you guys like, and for you new people, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It builds me up an algorithm. And when we're done with this live in a few minutes, come back and just comment real quick. Just say thanks, E, or yo, shout out to Pisces or whatever, because it helps the live grow too. I want to say a couple quick things about Pisces before we finish off with your last couple comments and say goodnight. Because we got a double hitter tomorrow. Mateus got his football games to end the season, 2 games early in the morning. So Pisces. We know about the imagination, but what's so fascinating, Pisces is very associated with the pharmaceuticals, and they, like Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, can do well too, Pisces, in the medical field. But a lot of times you'll see Pisces in the more naturopath, holistic, that type of, healing modalities, or doctor, Reiki, um, energy healing, stuff like that. But Pisces also, they like to do things that deal with like, even like a travel guide, a tour guide, like, you know what I mean? There's movement, but then there's things that they can do, connecting to even like a marine biologist. I think I had a Pisces client that was a marine biologist once. So, you know what I mean? They really, more so than they may admit, they really need the water in their lives. And so, remember, I said this earlier. For any of you guys that missed this, especially Pisces Sun Moon Rising, try purchasing a water feature at Home Depot, Better Home and Gardens. They're not that expensive, but they can be really helpful. She needs one, because they really help you spiritually and with the creativity, that and the music. And for you, Pisces, sometimes the instrumental music is better, especially if you're really trying to concentrate on something. But just having the music playing, it kind of does something to the brain for Pisces. Okay.
So, Yvette mentioned Hara, A Vital Center Man. I'm looking it up right now. I might get that book, Yvette. And then Trill and Mary both have Pisces fourth house. It's not a Pisces thing because I'm messing up lyrics like it's nobody's business.
Messing up the lyrics.
So Trill, Scorpio, Mercury, and Venus, 11th house.
Scorpio, Mercury, Venus in the 11th house. Venus and Libra. Why did this come back on again? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Venus and Libra, or are you looking at the Placidus chart? Should definitely try looking at the whole sign. I'm not hating on Placidus, but the whole sign is more ancient and can be more accurate. When you're doing timing techniques in astrology, even the astrologers that use Placidus, they have to go to the whole sign. Okay, but so if you're the Sag rising, Scorpio's 12th, Libra is 11th, Virgo 10th. Okay.
And Jacqueline has a daughter who's going to be 3 in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, it's a great age. I know. Jacqueline's amazing. And Jacqueline, I got your email, so I will look into that for you. But yeah, you guys, Pisces is great. It's the end of the road. But one thing I want you to understand is that don't take advantage of Pisces just because you can. Because
please don't. We don't like that.
Well, not just that though, but you have to be careful, you guys. Like,
it's bad karma.
No, it actually is. Remember, I told you earlier in the show, if you caught it, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces have the 2 rulers. Scorpio is here to break generational curses. Aquarius is really here for an level of enlightenment and to kind of when they are in the right place to kind of explore all types of innovation and futuristic thinking and to share their wisdom and knowledge, right? But they're a very karmic sign. They're dealing with a lot of karma. And then Pisces with the Jupiter Neptune, it's really an experience of evolving spiritually, but it's also holding and absorbing all the other planetary energies in it. And so a lot of Pisces energy, it's like they have to come to a conclusion in this life. You know what I mean? And so those 3 signs, I don't think you should mess with them spiritually. Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? And it's a real deep. So this esoteric knowledge and occult knowledge, the mystery schools, all this stuff, you guys, remember the planets are like, the ancients saw the planets as gods. Not only God is God, right? God controls the planets, but they are light frequencies and energy. And the energy from the planets affects life here on Earth, right? Just like the moon helps the plants grow at night, the biology controls the tides of the ocean. A woman's menstrual cycle affects the emotional mind. That's why full moons, lunatics, all that stuff, right? But you have to understand that each of these planets, these energies are strong. Whether you follow or know astrology or not, it's still affecting you. It's not like you can like hide and be like, no astrology bothering me. I don't see it. No, it's
Can't get away from
it's
it.
happening whether you realize it or not. But a lot of people just say, "Oh, that's a coincidence. Oh, and I can't explain that." Like, no. There's things to explain it. You just choose to ignore it.
And the thing is
Okay.
that if we learn and we pay attention to these things, we can use it, or we can at least try to align with it so that
Well,
we can use that energy to our benefit. And when we align to it, right? Not,
well, what I love is that I can see things coming. And when I was explaining to a client the other day, like when you really master your chart and you even master the moon moving every 2.5 days, now it's in Virgo, right? Monday morning, we'll go into Libra. You quite literally become a Jedi. You can like see the things coming before they happen.
he'll
I'll tell her
me,
like,
yeah.
hey, listen, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're gonna be irritated real easily. Just be mindful. Da, da, da. Oh, Thursday, no, that's not a good energy. Don't get into anything with your mom. You know what I mean? Like I can not just predict things, but I can see how. So, for example, like when we had this 7-month transit of Mars in Gemini, it was in my 8th house. So I knew during that time, the 8th house is also in-laws. It was a good time for me to investigate the occult knowledge. I was doing that, but I knew not to get into any arguments with my mother-in-law. And there were things that came up during that time that I was like, but I was like, nope, Mars and Gemini. And I just zipped up my mouth. So, you know what I mean? So that's having the astrology knowledge that can prevent an event that doesn't necessarily need to happen just because the energy says it can happen. So that's why getting this knowledge, right? And remember, he bragged arrogantly about it. The CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, he said, astrology is the language of billionaires. Only millionaires don't use it. That's telling you a lot, right? Now, these power people, they know this. The churches know it. Everybody, they know astrology. They don't want you to know it. They may use it to manipulate or for bad. You, my friends, can use it for good. So you want to know this ancient wisdom called astrology, and I'm here to guide you through it, okay? So listen, we're gonna have a great birthday. Picking up an amazing birthday cake for her tomorrow and celebrate on Monday.
I'm so
and
excited.
It's gonna be really, really good. And
We're
yummy.
doing a special one. Okay, so first off,
Oh yeah, every
Aria cake in Tempe on University and
it's a Japanese cake.
University and Penn.
It's in Tempe.
Yeah, it's in Tempe on University and
Arizona.
Pence or whatever. No. I'm trying to think about the streets.
Yeah, that's
right
okay.
off the 202. Anyways, whatever. The point is, it's one of the best places. They make the freshest handmade.
And they brought their
wonderful
recipes. They brought their
cakes
recipes from Japan. Yeah.
And they're doing something special for us. We have
Family
been getting
owned
our
business,
family
yeah.
birthday cakes there for what, 6-7 years now?
At least
8 years?
7 years.
I don't know. Anyways, they are going to be doing just for us. I'm so excited.
Just for
strawberry cake with the flan topping. Now I call it flan, but it's not really flan because it's like Japanese flan. It's very light.
Yeah, it's not super sweet.
Oh God, it's so good. But he's doing the strawberry cake with the topping.
Yeah.
Being the flan and then fresh fruit on top.
Yeah.
Oh my God, help me Jesus.
She's very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's gonna be fun.
They don't even make this cake. They don't even.
This isn't. Yeah, this is like a special mix.
For
yeah.
us.
Yeah. Because he knows us and he knows me.
He loves us.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so good.
They got me a birthday cake when I came home from the hospital.
Oh, it was wonderful.
And so it was really cool.
What I love is when Mateus must have been 2 or 3.
3.
He was so excited.
For
we
my
had gotten
birthday,
a cake for Eric for his birthday. And Mateus was so excited about
He's one of my 10-year-old twins.
He ran to the back refrigerator and
grabbed
the cake box. He's just
a
a toddler.
Yeah.
And he comes running back into the kitchen with the cake box like this in front of his chest. And of course, obviously, the box is up against my chest, leaning backwards like this. He opened it up. The cake is just completely tilted and off and running. And
we just laughed it off. I was like, "Oh, buddy."
Yeah, no, it was the best.
It was cute though. It was really cute. But it's a great family business, and we remember when his wife was pregnant.
Yeah,
and he's got young kids.
It's cute.
So we're excited. Mm-hmm. But you guys enjoy the rest of this Virgo moon. I want you to know, late tomorrow night, the Virgo moon will be in the opposition to Neptune. So you may feel a little loopy coopy cookies, and so
didn't we already? Okay.
it's important for you to, ground. It can be, there could quite literally be some confusion. Remember the solar flares, you guys, are quite literally off the charts. They've been, M class and X class, they're like the highest ever. And so right now, ascension syndromes are strong, right? You can be having neck pain, sleep issues, feeling like you're just forgetting things, like leaving your cell phone all over the house. Anything could happen to you. You know what I mean? But just be mindful that it, nothing's wrong. It's just what's happening energetically. And it's quite literally affecting Gaia, Mother Earth, and really affecting our physical bodies, our human containers, these meat suits, right? Our avatar bodies. And so understanding the moon, and I have a amazing service, right? $134, 65 minutes over Zoom, the moon tracking. And I just did it the other day with a client on Friday, and they loved it. But you track the moon through your whole birth chart, and the moon switches signs and houses every 2.5 days.
Mhm.
And when you learn how that moon plays out through your chart, it
You
is
know,
powerful.
Yes, I'm sorry. You know what, Dr. Nona K, you are asking about specific signs, and I feel like we've answered you, but maybe we haven't. She's asking about, oh God, where is it?
Pisces, Cancer, Leo, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But she may be spam, it may be spam. I don't know.
Oh, okay, because
There
she
it
keeps
is.
asking the same thing, and I don't want you to think that we have forgotten about you or ignoring you,
No,
but
I already
like,
answered, yeah.
okay, I just want to
Yeah,
make
the Cancer
sure.
in the 5th house, the Leo Sun in the 6th house. And so you're kind of the regal queen at work too. But reach out, get a birth chart. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. But
Yvette said that Amy Winehouse's chart would be.
yeah, that's a good one. I may do her as a celebrity chart though, but I could definitely do her in private. I will edit and share a clip from Coffee Talk with the Kurt Cobain chart. I can't share Michael Jordan because just against my principles, but I will share probably a nice little clip of me breaking down and what we did last Coffee Talk with Kurt Cobain. It was really fun and really deep, and he's got all that Pisces energy. He's that 1 degrees Pisces. He's on the cusp of sensitivity. And so he had the Mercury and I think the Saturn and another placement as well. So really fascinating energy. You know what I mean? And the chart kind of speaks to, and Venus and Chiron, the chart kind of speaks to that. Yeah, it was definitely not a suicide. Okay. So, but we got to go. It's time for us to get ready and do what we got to do. And this was super fun. And I thank you guys. And I will be on Thursday night with Miss Angela Albertson. I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern, February 29th.
Mhm.
And she's a trained therapist and, works with clients, but she's also bringing in her work in terms of like hypnosis and spiritual healing. And she's really fascinating. She's from Hawaii, and she's got an interesting experience and story. She was there quite literally, for Lahaina and all that. And stay tuned for Thursday night, February 29th. That should be great. For episode 193, Knowledge is Love. And I'll see you 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you
And
guys.
and we'll be celebrating the birthday for the queen. All right. Biggie Astrology.
Bye.
Knowledge is